Good morning, welcome to Morning Review. This is Kim Watson speaking on Friday the 8th of July. Okay, so what we've got in store today? Well, obviously from a news point of view, we've got non-farm payrolls, which may um, result in quite a quiet morning once we get the normal 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock movement that's out of the way. Generally, the markets go a bit choppy until midday at 1:30 when we get the news, but let's see what happens. Okay, let's just start with the euro dollar. And looking at the euro dollar, well, it's getting a bit consolidated in this overall phase now. At one stage, it looked like it was in a bit of a trend, but we seem to be quite range bound, particularly in the 4-hourly. We can see it clearer. Looking from this, well, at the moment, struggling to actually. I can extend that trend line that I had on yesterday and just really extend it. You can see where we're sort of sitting there, and if anything, it looks from this movement here that we could be trending shortly. I mean, this current trend is obviously up, but not too sure how to draw this because it's already on that line. Really, it'd take a live bar there, so it's difficult to draw. But there may well be, if it can break these 60-21s, we could be sitting there across. Actually, we can draw a line across here. Actually, there's a reasonable trend line sitting there. So, but breaking those 21s, we could be getting quite negative. It will end up with a 60-minute pivot swing, and well, we could see the lows attacked once again, and maybe further down back towards the S1. Likelihood is possible. Well, possibly reduced in terms of the news that's coming out later, but that in itself may just force it down there. Looking at the pound dollar, and well, things are pretty choppier in the shorter term. I mean, we've got 3 bars pretty much side by side here on the dailies at the moment, or at least two previous ones and a live one, but we went up back towards the 4-hourly 21 yesterday. Didn't really actually catch it. The 21 looks like it's the fact that it's coming down has moved towards that price as opposed to actually price touching the 21. It may flatter it even more as if we continue moving further south. Realistically, we're sitting quite tight range again here. It's starting to look, in fact, that we've got this. Let's just use one of these lines here. Got this level across here. We've got sort of head and shouldery pattern going on. Okay, it's broken the right hand shoulder here with this move here, but a move back down to this level could see us approaching those lows again. So running through the daily S1, as I say, maybe going back to the lows of the 6. For the positive side, if we get any sort of reversals this morning, which is possible, if we see a reversal, well, a break of this trend line would see me look towards the daily R1 and maybe even pushing up towards yesterday's highs. Again, anything can happen this afternoon when we get non-farm payrolls. We'd just be second guessing any technicals when that comes. Okay, there's the pound, Aussie dollar. Oh, sorry, it's dollar yen even would be nice. Well, got a bit of a funny bit of action going on here. I don't know what's happening to my dailies there. It looks like it's not running properly. Let's just see if I refresh it. No, looks like there's a bit of a bar missing. In fact, I can do it on there instead. There we go. Let's get the bar back. So looking, well, pretty bearish still in real terms, although it's almost double bottomed, and we're seeing this sort of bit of a retracement coming up through the current session. Possibility of a further bounce. Preference would always be to the south side at the moment until we get some sort of confirmed move above those 60-20s. Then it becomes a bit more bullish, but already hit the daily pivot S1. It's ruled out some of the things I would normally be looking at. So at the moment, well, yeah, as I say, may get a bit bigger bounce, but not looking great to trade. Aussie dollar. Okay, I've got data missing here. We have to switch. There we go. Ended up down day yesterday. No surprise there. It was downgraded. The outlook was downgraded by the S&Ps. Looking quite messy where we're sitting here. Again, lots of chop, and these markets, the indecision has really been just shown by the sort of up days, down days, side by side almost. Looking at 60 minutes here, maybe a break of these lows would be more likely, and it would give us a lower high. I could see it's coming down towards the S1, 200, the hourly 200 may provide a bit of support, but if you look at it previously, it's struggled to do much, although it's normally been the Asian session when it's been hit, but that could be a target. It could be, we could see it coming down towards this S1 if it starts breaking here, more defined. For me to get bullish or be looking anything on towards the bullish side, really be needing to break out the upper side of this trend line that's going on here. So it needs to break above, preferably above the highs here. But indecisive markets or what? Data on CAD is missing as well. Just a quick adjustment here. There we go. Let's get yesterday's candle in. It makes a lot more sense. Okay, so at the moment, well, it's looking bullish here at the moment. So from this yesterday's hammery pattern sitting there, looking like it could run back up towards the daily. I'll say back up towards the daily R1 there at the moment. Prior highs obviously are the obvious target near term, which fit in pretty well with the daily R1. So that would be my initial sort of point of target points, and then possibly the weekly pivot R1 above us. Looking at what's happening to oil, of course, and we can see from here, but I'll just show it a bit clearer. Oil slips back down yesterday evening, and it's looking quite weak at the moment. However, it's finding a bit of support off its daily S2 there, and we just need to watch that carefully if we're looking to go long on the Canadian dollar. If that turns, well, so this may turn. We could see a retracement back down to, okay, we may have a messy old times for all these MAs, but that may be the wave. If oil really started pushing up, it'd make it a lot easier to cut through them. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Bit of a messy day at the moment. There's not a lot of real clarity as I'm looking at the markets, but I'm sure we'll find something this morning, and I'm sure we'll get some movement out at 1:30 this afternoon. So hope you have a great one. I'll speak to you on Monday. Bye for now.